I'm the camera person.
Howdy, my name is Jeremy Galindo, and I am the loudest and proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2014. Hey, whoop! That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is something you will learn if you become a Texas A&M Aggie, which is one of your best options. What I'm going to be talking about today is how becoming an Aggie for me was one of my best options, and all of the aspects that come along with becoming an Aggie. The three topics that I'll be covering are starting out as an Aggie, as a freshman, starting your career as an Aggie and the Aggie network that's involved, and then a couple successful Aggies around the world. Now, moving into my first topic, starting out as an Aggie. Now, a freshman Aggie can come from anywhere around the nation, but mainly from Texas, and you're talking about kids coming from public schools to kids coming from private schools, schools that have graduating classes from 1,000 to schools that have graduating classes of 100. So you have all different types of students that have different backgrounds. Now, how do you mesh these students? Now, the Aggies, they have a fish camp that pretty much brainwashes you to learn all of the traditions and bleed maroon. Now, going into starting and developing, A&M has tons of organizations available to freshmen so they don't feel left out. Now, one of the organizations that I joined is SHIP, which is Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. That organization has helped me networking with actual companies in the engineering field, has brought to light like all different types of paths that engineering students can go down. And this is a nationwide organization. That's just one that can help you out. There's multiples of freshman organizations where only freshmen can get into, which are called FLOWs, which is a freshman leadership organization. So there is tons and tons of development and just exploring as a freshman so you don't lose interest and possibly go to the other school. Another aspect of learning and becoming an Aggie is the traditions behind A&M. And there's about 14 traditions that have lasted for a very long time. And one of our traditions is the Aggie ring. Now, this Aggie ring is a nationwide symbol of an Aggie. And pretty much, if you're an Aggie, you can spot another Aggie if they're wearing their ring. And what this is it's pretty much like a beacon that just points you out in a crowd. And it's very, like, this Aggie ring and the Aggie network it stands out a lot, because that's all you hear Aggies talking about. That's probably why other schools hate us so much, because we rant and rant about the Aggie network. And it can bring a lot to you, because if you actually work in Texas, there's a good chance that your boss is going to be an Aggie. Or say you're interviewing and you have your Aggie ring, and one of your interviewers has an Aggie ring too. Boom, that's a conversation started and you're already off to the right bat. Or say you're working in sales and your client has an Aggie ring, and you can just start off talking right off the bat like that. So it's not like you have to walk around with your diploma with you. Like everyone knows the rigorous work that you had to go through and all the games that you had to stand for 24/7. And it's a good symbol for what we have gone through. Now, moving into my next topic is starting out your career as an Aggie. Now, there's this career fairs that happen both semesters, and this career fair is tons and tons of companies come to, and these career fairs are held by different colleges. And our basketball arena is filled up with over 200 companies that come in for the whole day, and you just talking, networking hand to hand, and you're meeting people and you're familiarizing yourself eye to eye. Now, this is a very helpful tool because, say, you might not get a chance your first time as a freshman, but if you keep on seeing the same networkers and say that networker that came to the career fair is also coming to an event held by your organization, then they say, oh, I met you at the career fair. And then you're just further along your relationship. So you're starting a relationship with someone that is at a company that you have in mind, and they already know you, and your resume is already set above the stack. So this career fair is a great opportunity, and not only is it a great opportunity for yourself, but each company that comes knows what the value they're going to get from coming into this Read Arena. So it's not like every company can come either, because there's definitely a list that these companies have to make. So it's a two-way street. And a thing about, back to the Aggie Network, it's an ongoing and an on-growing network. So say you have just gone to the career fair and you got your job, and now as a starter 2 years into your company, you're going to be on the other side of that career fair. So now you're a part of the Aggie Network, and now you're bringing in people or students that you're meeting now, and you're very familiar with what they had just gone through because you did it 2 years ago. So that's one of the general levels of the Aggie Network at its finest. And the third topic that I would just talk about for a second is successful Aggies around the world. Now, recently there's an article that came out that the top Fortune 100 companies, CEOs, out of all of the public and private universities, A&M made the top 3. And out of the top Fortune 100 companies, there is 3 companies that make that list where the Aggies are the CEOs. So that's just bring to light all of the Harvards, the Yales, the Princetons, Ivy League schools. You know, you pay a ton of money to go there, and they have their prestige. But A&M still ranks with these tough schools, with successful Aggies that have gone through everything that you have gone through to get their diploma and still make it all the way to the top. Now, I hope I persuaded you through this speech to become an Aggie like me and my family. Thank you. Thanks and giggle.